I want to begin this episode by naming something gently. This is not a call out, it's a call in. And I'm sharing this not from frustration, but from responsibility. Because I've been noticing a pattern in the online coaching space. And I understand not all coaches, but some of them, there's some language like, here's what no one is telling you. And I want to pause with it for a moment. This is not to criticize this, but it's to ask a deeper question about how we are choosing to lead. So welcome back, my powerful souls, powerful bumblebees, to one more episode, the first episode of 2026 on season 2. And I want to go a little bit on this. It's something that calls me in to speak on from an ad that I saw on a coach. But okay, let's continue to dive in this. So welcome to the show. She who receives, and I am your host, Vivi. So let's continue on this message for today. But anyways, many of the messages frame as hidden truths aren't actually hidden. They're principles that are grounded, experienced, integrity-led teachers have been sharing for years. And while the intention might be to spark curiosity or attention, I've been asking myself, what energy that this does this language land in? Because sometimes instead of empowering, it creates separation. It is a subtle said, I know something you don't. And that's not the kind of leadership my nervous system recognizes as a safe or sustainable. So I want to be clear about how I show up or how I would like to show up. And this is, I'm not coming from, I'm better than some or, I just I want to express where I want to ground my values into. And I'm not here to tell you what no one is telling you. I'm here to share what I have lived, what I have learned through experience, and what I am still actively integrating everything that I have learned and everything that I continue to learn because I continue to be open to more information, to more learning. I continue to see, oh, tell me more. I want to learn. Tell me more. Because I really I don't want to be showing up myself as a someone that is superior than others. I want to be the one. Oh, this is how I feel, right? That I want to be teaching from embodiment because I believe that wisdom isn't something that is to be owned. It's something that is to be transmitted through lived experience. And maybe I can even put a name on this. I was thinking about this and maybe something on a type of approach that I can call it embodied transmission. And it's the difference between repeating information and becoming the message. And it's when your words don't need to be dramatic because your energy carries the truth, at least the truth about yourself, the truth about your values and who you are. And it does requires humility because it acknowledges what we are evolving, learning, and refining as we go. In my work, money is not the destination, but is the tool that amplifies what already is present, our values, our integrity, our consciousness. And when money is taught with our faith, it becomes a fear driven. And when faith is taught without grounded action, it becomes a escapism. And that's why the cults, right? That's why we have so many cults around. But when the mind is disciplined, the heart is anchored in conviction, and action is taken with responsibility. Money becomes a force for creation, service, and impact. And this is where I want to speak directly to my fellow coaches with love and respect, especially the new coaches like me that are coming out in this beautiful, in this beautiful system that we have in the internet. Because now I see that the biggest impact that we can have is through social media. I mean, we see a lot of bad things happening, right? Why not to input ourselves so we can carry love and light? I also want to share this to those who are use our voices for a living. Carry a responsibility with it, not just to grow artists, not just to convert, but to model integrity in how we lead a change. The world doesn't need louder tactics, it needs truer voices. And I remember I heard this from with another coach in some other audio. Um, I don't follow this coach, but I heard about her through other coach, but I was listening to what she had to say. And then she mentioned that if it's about tactics, that she's a very salesperson and she knows all the tactics when it comes to sell, but she doesn't want to turn into a salesperson. She wants to turn leads into conversions because you feel guided into her world. And I think that was pretty amazing for her to say that. Because I realized that innovation doesn't require overuse of narratives. It requires presence, discernment, and the courage to speak from truth rather than a trend. And I know I'm new, and this might be something new, and some might see it in a different way. And I'm sorry. I know it's so hard on the internet, especially because we actually see the message according to how we feel and according to our own discernments and according to our own filters in our subconscious. But I really hope that this sparks something, because I'm really speaking from a conscious truth on my own. Like, I'm not gonna say the big truth, because only God, universe, the creator, has the highest truth. That, like Catherine Sankina says, the truth with the big T, the capital T. That is the big truth. Nobody else holds that truth. But this is my invitation, not to call out, but to call in. An invitation for us to lead without hierarchy, to teach without ego, and to trust that our voices don't need chalk to be powerful. When we speak from lived wisdom, when we honor the intelligence of those we serve, we don't just build businesses, we build legacies. And if something in this resonated with you, it's not because I gave you truth, it's because you recognize it. So thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing conscious leadership. And thank you for using your voice with intention. And I guess that's all I have to say for today in this episode, quick episode, but it's what I felt that I wanted to say. So, once again, thank you so much for being here. And please subscribe to my channel, follow the podcast, leave your comments. And remember, it's a baby thing you wouldn't understand. Bye. Subscribe.